How do Incoterms help you choose a shipping method? Imagine trying to send a package across the world without knowing who handles customs, pays for freight, or takes responsibility if something goes wrong. It would be chaos. That's where Incoterms, or international commercial terms, come into play. They are a set of rules that clearly define who does what during international shipping. They help you decide on the best shipping method by showing who is responsible for each step, from loading to delivery. Incoterms specify the responsibilities, risks, and costs between sellers and buyers. For example, some terms make it clear when the risk shifts from the seller to the buyer. Under the Incoterm called free on board, the seller's responsibility ends once the goods are loaded onto the ship. This works well for sea freight but might not suit containerized cargo if port delays happen. On the other hand, free carrier transfers responsibility earlier, often at the seller's warehouse or a named place, which is better for multimodal shipments involving containers. Different Incoterms are designed for different modes of transport. For ocean shipping, terms like cost, insurance, and freight or FAS, which means free alongside ship, are common. These specify who pays for freight and insurance, and when the risk moves from seller to buyer. For air, road, or rail, terms like carriage paid to or carriage and insurance paid to are used. Picking the right Incoterm helps you match the shipping method with your needs, making sure responsibilities are clear. Cost is another big factor. Some Incoterms, like delivered duty paid, put most costs on the seller, including customs duties and import clearance. This makes it easier for the buyer but can increase the seller's expenses. Others, like X-Works, shift most responsibilities to the buyer, which might lower the seller's costs but requiring the buyer to handle more. Understanding these differences helps you choose a shipping method that fits your budget and risk appetite. Incoterms also influence the paperwork needed. For example, with free carrier, the seller can get a bill of lading with an on-board notation, which is important for customs and bank documents. This can make the shipping process smoother and faster. Plus, some Incoterms give buyers more control over choosing carriers and freight forwarders, while others let sellers handle everything from start to finish. When deciding on a shipping method, think about what kind of goods you are sending. Bulk cargo, containers, or special items might need specific Incoterms. Also, consider your logistics capabilities and how much risk you are willing to take. Consulting with freight forwarders or logistics experts can help you pick the best Incoterm for your shipment. In the end, Incoterms act like a clear map for international shipping. They tell you who is responsible for what when risks transfer and who pays for each part of the journey. This clarity makes choosing a shipping method easier, more predictable, and more aligned with your business needs.